Morning. It's been a while. Welcome to episode 32. It's Sunday the 20th of July. What have I been doing? Where have I been? Had to leave it for ages. Let's reposition you a bit so it's more in the middle. There you go. More in the middle. I have been doing some work on it. Left it for ages, picked it up a bit. So, I'll show you what I've done. Come on. So, first thing I've done, yesterday I've been tidying the garage. More space. Went to the tip. More space. I need to move the car forward. I need to move this car forward because I need to get the Freelander in to service it. It's due service in 2 weeks. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on getting the sill in. So I welded that floor section back in. So that's been plug welded here, seam welded where I cut it. Prepared it, ground it all off, ready to weld back to the floor. Same with all these bits around here. Tried the sill in, the new sill, the outer and inner. Bolted them down, clamped them together, and then painted everything, welded, painted everything. Seam weld along that bottom edge, all along there. Stitch weld every so often along that edge. Fitted it back in. There's problems with it. So if I come this way, you might be able to see there. Can you see? I'll have to turn it over. There we go. So I had to elongate the hole to get the bolt to line up because the bolt, can you see it's off? And the reason it's off is because this flipping body mount isn't right. Oh yeah, so that body mount also, it got a stitch there. So it's had stitched along that edge to the... Now, there's other problems with it as well, but I'll come back to that in a minute. So, you'll notice there... Pardon me. So the angle that the brake lines clip to stops in line with the body mount. The underfloor support is at an angle there, right? Just about where the air pillar would be. This one. It goes too far forward, so I need to chop that off there because I need to put the underfloor support in wherever I put it. Where have I put that? I've misplaced it. It's probably in here. Here it is. So this is a YRM, I think. So when we put that one in, it won't fit. And also this bottom angle here isn't square. The bottom angle on this one, can you see the angle's square? So, and then the other issue is this flipping body mount. So I'll insert some pictures now, and when it's bolted down, it's about 8-10 mil off the air post. So I was umming and ahhing what to do, whether I cut that section out. That's 2 pieces, seam welded there, and same the other side, which of course I can't do. I'd have to take the whole thing off. So I thought what I'll do, I'll buy a Froggets. So there's a Froggets repair panel. And if I do that like this again, the Froggets repair panel is identical to the original. Okay. If I turn it over again, The sprockets lines up with the original, apart from the fact obviously I've got that on that lip. So if I put that, I can't because of the way it's all corroded and bent. I don't just do it like that. Can I do it? I don't know that I can do it, but basically that's the same. There you go, you see that lines up pretty much bang on. Right, do this. And you see that one's higher, so it'll push the sill further out by about the distance, about that much, which is about what we need. So what I've got to do today is cut that here. There'll be there's a plug weld there, there's a spot weld there, there's a spot weld there. Cut that off, take this off, prepare it, bolt it back in, clamp this in the right place, put the body mount on, clamp it in the right place, tack that onto that when it's in the right place. So that's the job for now. There we go, so we use the plasma cutter to cut through those bits because I couldn't find spot welds, and it's seam welded right along the bottom. So then I'll start grinding back then. A lot of grinding to come. Oh yeah, and I got that bit done. That bit was relatively straightforward. So yeah, loads of grinding. There we go, nearly. Okay. There we go, just got to clean that weld up, then that's the old one off. Tidy up, try the new one in. Clean that weld up next. There we go, so that's the new mount, all that cleaned up. I've bent that a bit, getting the bits off, so I've just bashed it back. We'll be able to seam weld along there, down there, these bits, in there, round, round, round. So look now, that lines up with where it should be. Lunchtime, I'll try it in later. I might get tack welded in. I might do it later, might not. Might be enough for today. It's taken me a good couple of hours to do that. Right, go and have a wash, go and have some food. Afternoon, so it's a couple of days after I did the other bit. So it's now Tuesday, 22nd, 20 to 5 p.m. Got a coffee. So after I tried it all in and everything and marked it, I needed to put the back plate on. So I've seam welded the back plate. There's 5 plug welds, 2 whacking great big ones here, and then some smaller 8mm ones. There's one there. There's a couple of others that you can't see. There's one about there and one about there. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So at the moment, I still need to just grind a bit more with the weld there, because it doesn't sit in the right place, it's rocking. And then we're going to get that welded in. That's at a coat of weld through primer on the underside. There's just a bit there that I need to grind off, and a bit up there maybe. And then I'm going to weld that in. That has popped as well. So there would have been a spot weld here. Or would there? No, there wouldn't. So that's just moved slightly, so I need to bash that so that we're closer there, so we're not going to get debris and everything accumulated in there. So I'll bash it up and then I'll put a little stitch weld in here before I do that. So we'll get that done next. There we go, so that's all that welded on. So we've fully seam welded all of that body mount all the way around. Welded these brace pieces back on, spat a bit more on this one because of the paint. Tried to grind off as much as I could, but that's okay. So I'll clean all that up, and then next I need to put the underfloor support in here. I've tack welded that bit where I cut that shorter, stitch weld that back there, and then get that in. Then we can do paint, and then it can go back in at the weekend. I'm not sure now whether that has not quite gone back in the same place, but I had it all marked and lined up with where I'd got it before I took it apart to clean the paint off and stuff and start welding the other bits. So next job is to bring it back over here where I've got a bit more space here, and then I can just get that weld cleaned up a little bit and get ready to put the underfloor support in. Right, underfloor support welded in as well. That's in roughly the same place as the old one. So I measured from the front of the body mount to where it is. It's about 65mm there, 60 there. I've transferred that across so it's on a bit of an angle, and I've just stitched it across there, up this edge and across the bottom. It's over that hole, that drain hole, so I'll just re-drill another drain hole here. And I'll just keep cleaning up. I'll leave that one like that and repainting. That's not too bad. Just need to coat the prime tonight, and then I'll put the paint on tomorrow. Let's just turn it over a bit and have a look at this side. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, obviously that's not quite square, but it don't matter because I'm going to fill it up with seam seal anyway, and that's washable as that bit, and I'm going to put a drain hole here. In fact, there is a drain hole there, so needs tidying up a little bit. There's a little bit of wire there, but it's not bad. Right, good, pleased with that progress. Nearly falling over. My wire brush loop's on the end over here. There, so I know where it is. Paint next then. Good. And it can go on. Right, so Saturday evening now. Hello, back again. Saturday evening now. I mean, it's later, I've had tea, it's 7:30, but I got the second coat of paint on this this morning actually, so I'm just giving it a good 24 hours to go off before I fit it. Now, you see there's a large box there. There's a large box there because left hand outer sill. So there was an offer on this, I don't know, 5% off or whatever it was. So I've ordered the left hand. Now, I've ordered the near side, the left hand side outer sill. I've also ordered now the inner sill. So this bit and the floor underfloor support for this passenger side. What is the left hand side, the near side, but I've not ordered the same part. I've ordered a YRM one. Hopefully then, well, it won't have these things on for starters, these strengthening bits, but hopefully then that body mount will be in the right place and I won't have to adjust it. I won't have to mess. What I've also done today is I've degreased these repair sections. I've ordered repair section from YRM for the passenger side as well, they're on the way. And they've had a coat of weld-through primer, the zinc rich primer, so that's ready to all start putting in tomorrow. So tomorrow hopefully I'll get this sill fitted. I'll get it bolted down and get some welding done on it. I probably won't get all the floor welded in, but I might, you never know. Yeah, so obviously I've not moved the car, have I? Because I had the oil service light come on Monday, was it, on the Freelander. So I thought, you know what, I've just got to change the oil on it. So I did it on the drive the other night, Thursday night I did it, and I've changed the air filter. I've got to change the fuel filter. I've got a new fuel filter for it. Perflex one, I think it is. It's Cooper's, but it's probably got Perflex on it. I know this isn't Range Rover. Perflex, you see, so it's the proper one. But I can't find my blooming thing bleeding it through. So I've ordered a new one, so I've not changed that yet. I've got a pollen filter to do on it. And then just go around and check a few things. But yeah, that's alright. So I'll change the diesel filter on the drive, that's okay. So it doesn't need to come forward yet. So I'm going to get all this side back together, get the sill in, check the position of the B-post, hang the doors back on, check it all, get it all fully welded, get the A and B pillar repair sections back on. Then when that's all fully welded, that's got to be changed. The new ones are these. Repair the C-post, wax oil in here, wing back on, fuel back in, brake lines back in, start it up. But you know, I'm tempted to do this wing while it's all off, because you know I've got that floor repair section and I need to do that, don't I? Well, you can't see there. I need to do that as well. So I don't know, or do I put the brakes in, because all this has got to come off. So how far do I go, isn't it, before I move it, before I do the other side? Anyway, right, I'll see you tomorrow when I've got that bit back on. Afternoon, Sunday now, sort of Sunday afternoon, it's just gone 12. I've got the sill in, it's bolted in, it's taut down, finally taut down the rear body mounts as well. I've made myself a giant C-clamp, which I've been planning to do. So basically chopped up, welded together an old table leg that I've nabbed from work because they were throwing it out. Yeah. So sort of a bit like that, you know, there were two of them. So I've just chopped up two of them. I've had one piece like that and a bit of the wider section. I've used where the feet go in, because they're like riv nuts that are in M8. Two bolts. If I just turn the light on. So we've got like a longer bolt underneath. You see, oh, is that light too bright? So like a longer bolt underneath, pushing the floor up. A smaller bolt in here because you have to take it out, you can't get it in because of the section. Bit of wood, bit of a bearing, washer. This needs more though, because I need to be able to adjust it easier. But it does need packing. Problem is you can't get it in, because obviously, see, it does that, see. So it just needs support in here at this end, because I want to clamp these down as I go along. So I need to just figure out how I'm going to do that a bit more, and then I can start getting some welds in. I did chop off just a tiny bit off the bottom of the, this is too bright. I did chop off just a tiny bit off the bottom of the inner part of the B post. I've bashed the seat box down. Yeah, these bits all need clamping, cleaning. I don't want to drill holes through. I've got enough holes in the floor as it is. I do need to drill a hole around here somewhere. 30mm. It's the wiring loom for the brake pad wear sensor on the rear wheel. Comes along under the floor and then through there, and then joins into the wiring loom over there somewhere. So this is sort of ready to weld together. Just needs a little bit more messing about. So yeah, given that just a coat of zinc prime so that I can use it for other jobs as well. Once I get it sorted, it'll be easier to the other side. What I might do is drill a hole and have threaded bar coming through, M8 threaded bar, so that I can then put a socket on the top and adjust it down and weld to the bearing, so it'll turn on the bearing. Maybe, because obviously when they're together they're only 2 thicknesses of metal, so it's only that far apart. But obviously you don't want this bit spread out like that, because you want to be able to weld close by. More thinking needed. So version 2, drilled a hole through the top, threaded bar, 2 nuts locked together. There's just a nut on the end, but I don't think it's actually doing anything. Yeah, it's not actually doing anything. So that's pushed that together now. I can access it. There is a block of wood underneath, but I don't think it's where we're going to be welding. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because I'm welding here. So I'm going to go and have some lunch. I'll come back, I'll put plug weld in there, I'll grind the paint off, and we'll move along and we'll do some more. Start to get this welded back in. Not bad, that. Save drilling holes and putting them flipping tech screws in, because I don't like them. They just snap. Right, so I'm going to leave it at that for this episode. I will see you in episode 30, whatever it is. I've forgotten, 33 is it? 34? I don't know. I've done these 3 here. So I've done this part of the seat box, along there, to the front. I've got to do a stitch weld here, but that forwardmost one, that's popped off. So I did the one after it. I just couldn't use my C-clamp here. I had to put a normal clamp on and then just push up from underneath. Those 2 have not penetrated the lower sheet properly, so I'm going to have to grind those 2 off and do those 2 again. But I'm not doing that now. Time to do something else today. All the rest are okay. It's just those 2. I don't know why they did that, because I've done them exactly in the same way as the others. Weird. And this here was a lot more further away than those were. Those were pretty close. Didn't have to move those much at all. Very strange. So yeah, we're just gonna do a bit of this. Those 2 are going to get ground off, that's just wire. So yeah, that one needs a little bit more. Perhaps that one, perhaps that one. But they're okay. Right, time to sweep up a little bit, put away. That's it for today. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.